Everyone, we're back. It is Sunday night, and we're continuing our 1 million aUec grind inside the C1. We'll go ahead and switch on over. One of these, not that one, likely that one. There we go. We're at 308,985 aUec gain so far. The goal is 1 million, and I think we did the back of the napkin math. It's going to take another 2 or 3 streams to get that much with the limited cargo capacity in the C1. But we're going to keep at it. And we are stored our Crusader C1. Fantastic. Go ahead and grab that. It's in hangar 4 at the moment. Probably see an onslaught of service beacon requests tonight. During the day, I was filming some even a noob could do it style videos where I was taking all the quests, the starting quests that a new player would get, and attempting to do them in the C1. And I got lucky, a service beacon popped up and we did it in the C1, and now I've been just bombarded with them all day long. That's okay. It's good to see that they're still available, still out there. They're a fun and engaging way to do spaceship combat. So if a low threat one pops up, we might just go ahead and do it for the sake of doing it. No service beacons currently active, so that's good. Let's see. Engines on. Let's go ahead and we need to repair and refuel. 30, 175, 237, and 568. So we need to do 568 off of our total. Break out the calculator for this one. I don't want to brain today. 308, 985, 568, 417. There we go. Back in the game. Out the door. We're climbing. Nose up, gear up, throttle up. So the first thing we're going to do is go to SMO 18 because we know gold has the highest return for anything we can put in our hold. Fast and efficient these engines are. We get to 8,000 foot before the afterburners kick off. Lock course and speed. We'll path our way over to SMO 18. The map is acting up tonight. We're going to be... Alright, just reset it. Okay. Prairie Deltona. I feel like I could find, there it is. SMO 18. Unlock course and speed. Oh, that's a view, isn't it? Oh, we don't have the comm satellite, so we'll be under threat of piracy. I feel confident about the C1's escape velocities, that it's not going to be a big issue. The comm satellite's down mostly for jump town. People don't want to get crime stats for killing other people, go figure. Actually, there is a service beacon for that, to repair the comm satellites. If it pops up, we will definitely go and do that and mess with all the JTers. This is good. No large ships at SMO 18. Okay, gear is already down. The SMO 18 looks quiet for the moment. Get on down. Okay, we'll remember to live inside 308,000. It's too easy. I think we're just over 11 million in game at the moment. Ah, right. 7.8, and I have half a cargo full of RMC in the C2, which is safely back at New Babbage. Gold 191. Okay, good. So Crusader Spirit. Can we get 36? We can. Can we get 39 easily? What about 46? Ooh, 49. Getting close to it. What about 50? Oop, dang it. 52? 52. Confirm. Set. All right, let's get back to New Babbage. So that was just at 1,000 left. So whatever we sell this for, we'll add 1,000 too. So, and it looked like there was enough for a whole other run, which is also very good. Hopefully we'll be able to do that. Everybody seems to be invested in Jump Town, so it's time to make our million as a new player. That gold. Yep. It's on. Engines up. Lift off. Nose up. Throttle up. Gear up. Some speed. We'll go ahead and path to New Babbage, even though it's not big threat at the moment. Apologize for the blurriness on the nav screen. I don't know what's going on, and it is only the C2 that is doing it. Hopped in the Carrick, the C2, and Ares Ion all earlier today. They're not doing it. But the C1 is. In fact, I was in the 85X. What else did I highlight today? Bonnie Taurus. All of them there. They didn't have the same bug, so I gotta assume it's just the C1 that has that issue at the moment. We'll go down to the loading ramp. Planetary surface exit, as it's known in game. Hundreds of successful cargo runs. We'll just burn our afterburners, get down there faster. Status. There it is. It's the only one without an icon. The C2 down there, near or on the ramp. There's two C2s and a very wounded Drake Cutlass Black. They're probably returning from Jump Town. Okay. Dear Chris Roberts, please put windshield wipers on your ships. Gear down. Okay. Look at those nice C2s being kind and not being on the ramp. We get to park our C1 nice and close. That looks like a good spot. Okay. Open sesame. Close, please. There we go. Looks good. Begin the all-familiar run from the planetary surface exit into the Trade and Development Division at New Babbage. Thank you for holding the door, my good sir. See how much we made from this run. We'll start out with the C1's up here. That's right, C1. 389, so we made 81,000. $390,419. Not worried about the little dinklies, but I am subtracting for everything that we spend. Properties. 390,417. That was a darn good run. Let's get a few more of those. Also, while we're here, we'll see if we can sell anything from my C2. It's got, like I said, it's got, there we go, sell that. We still have about 80, 90 SCU left in that, right? 94 SCU. Okay, so probably another million sitting in there. That'll be good. $11.8 million. Saving up for? Well, I think it's time to save up and do a game loop that I've put off and haven't done, and that's buy my own reclaimer. I haven't done that game loop other than testing it, and I definitely haven't done the munching of ships because that's very recent. From what I can see, it's pretty good return, and then I'll be able to give the definitive answer on which is better. Gotta press the button for it to work. Get another 80, 82, 81,000 credits out of there. And so now we have 380 to spend instead of 308. I wonder if we start maxing out our cargo hold now in gold. Wait, that's my ship. So used to running underneath C1s. Now I own one. Hands down, one of the best overall ships. It really is. It's amazing. Used to be the Drake Cuddy Black. The Black's still good, but this is great if you're running it by yourself. Lift off. Throttle up. Nose up. Gear up. Just spitballing here. What would be great is if they could implement like saved actions, or not necessarily actions, but if I always go to SMO 18 and I always have to nav that, if I could just have that as a hot button, that'd be great. I mean, little quality of life things like that, Chris. Let's do those. We gotta go to the sky map. We are already there. So blurry down there on the bottom bar in the set route bit. Okay. SMO 18. Let's see, there's one of those combat assist service beacons for high threat, something that I would not attempt in the C1. I would do, I think you could get away with doing a medium threat in the C1. It's got some teeth to it, especially if you take out the usually there's 2 to 3 ships, and if you work in reverse order, going small to large, it'll work the best for you. Reduce the number of combatants, then worry about the big heavy. C1's got plenty of shields, it's got plenty of guns. It doesn't have a lot of missiles though. Not really a big issue because you do have pretty good pilot controlled weapons. Those 4 size 3, 2 of which are gimbaled. That'll be an interesting thing. It changes. Wonder if they'll give you the size 4s or they'll class this down to having 4 size 3s. Because in 323, everything's going to technically be on a gimbal. We'll have that precision targeting mode. So I imagine longer distance fights will become more deadly. I want to see what they do with the Ion in that case, because that seems to be what the Ion is built for. Will it become the king of said task? While we're descending, just going to do a quick mission check for the... We have low threat service beacons, all making about 4,000. You can do that inside 2 to 3 minutes. Take one of those out. They're really, really easy. There's a high threat one for 253,876. Firing the Ion, I could probably take that on. It's going to have probably a hammerhead in it. And the hammerhead itself is going to take 5 minutes to kill. All the other support craft, hopefully you can take out in 2 minutes each. Let's drop some gear. Again, an empty landing pad makes me feel nice and good. We got our comms back. Somebody must have fixed the comms. So there's a lot less risk of piracy. I wonder if that means people are abandoning Jumptown now. We might see increased trading traffic. It's also important to know of that 11,800,000, 380,000 of that money is this C1's pool of money to draw from, so we aren't doing too bad. It is a percentageable portion of what we have available to us. Sizable percentage. Okay, 380. So we're going to try with 60 SCU if it's there. Oh, somebody else is making this run. Hey, a red box. Okay, local. Pretty interesting gear. Cool. We'll go ahead and steal all that. Our character is getting thirsty, so we will 100% avail ourselves of some beverages. You have a trash can around here, bud? I'm just going to place that there. Will you take care of that for me? Gotta remember to put on my helmet. We'll do that. Ooh, yes. I've been looking for that. Ran a bunker earlier today as part of the noob friendly series, and I started with nothing literally. Now all the gear that you see on the character is something I picked up in there. Did anything pop yet? Yep, still out of stock. We'll go hit the other. Oh, There's a C2 there. I'm just going to sit here and hog the... It's 100% here for the gold. No. And drop to the C1. Nothing in stock. I hear him. It's the guy we saw at New Babbage. Told him the door was required somebody to open it. The terminal hogs. Subcategory. Should only be one subcategory for the C1 Spirit. I'm just sitting here waiting. What we can do is we know the buy price. We can do our 380,417 divided by 5,923.99978. 64 SCU, so we can max out our still waiting there. Yep. Well, he wants to get in on it. Interesting that you put your foot on that. Using a C2, he can go make more money faster by doing things like tungsten or beryl or diamond, something that'll fill out his cargo hold. But no, I've got to wait for this gold to pop back in so that way I can make the most amount of money from one run. Gonna be it. When it took a moment to load in there. Right, there it is. We can buy all 64 for 378. That leaves 2K in there. Okay. C2 doesn't get upset at us for having bought most of it. Two 32 SCU things of gold. All right. It's over, and we're just looking for the home plate. It's easy enough. Another full hold, another 81, 82,000. That'll be so good. Back over to, there we go. Ourselves, point ourselves at the domes. Could be right about there. Hit the target. Yep. Hopefully we have a stellar parking spot like we did last time. Pretty black. Looks like it's taken up. Oh, well, some of it looks like. Shadow. That's just a shadow. Okay, dropping our gear. These headlights are amazing. What? Keep them on, jeez. Yep. Close that. Very good. Battle the wind uphill. Hopefully we can also sell what's left in the C2's hold. And oh, I am at the planetary surface exit. After we do this sell, we'll take a very quick bio break. Continue on, but we're not looking too bad. 2 runs inside 40 minutes. If we could just always buy and sell gold, jeez, we'd be at $1 million in no time. 20 minutes per round trip. Let's see, 478 plus 2. Cool. We're at 4. So we made 100,000 off of that. Awesome. That's what a full hold will do for you. All right, very quick. I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, we need to do, see if we can clear out the rest of that C2. Goes 1.26 more million. Confirm. We also need to update our number here. 481. So about 90,000 for that run. That's still really good. Sitting in game 13.2. We're getting to, I think it's 15 something to get the reclaimer. So that'll open up a whole new series for us to do reclaimer first to million, how long that would take, and then reclaimer to earn its money back. So reclaimer to 15. Seems like a good idea for a series. Realistically, outside of like light fighters, maybe you could do it with fighters, I guess, if you wanted. How many missions, how long does it take for you to recoup the cost of buying it? The C2 ends up being 1 to 2 million in game. How much effort would it take? That sort of thing. Whatever. 90,000 per run. 13 runs. Plus on top of that, it's a super new Babbage. What are you doing to me? Are you kidding me? Solution. It's a funny solution. That was touching the ground when we landed. Okay. We'll go in here. We'll go to the garage. It's not the garage. Where is the... There we go. We'll call up... Doesn't really matter what we call up because it'll disappear from the Carrick. Will this let me pull out? No. The Ursa. Because the Ursa's not... Breakhat Rock. You know what? The hover quad is the right answer. 2, 1, pay expedited fee, go back, retrieve. This is the right answer because it can definitely get up high enough to get in there. Server being fun. We'll double check. Server seems fine. Just locked in. This is fun. Interesting gameplay. Thanks, CIG. Do that. Can't do my Omni glass. There it goes. It's not actually there. Okay. Retrieve. This pad appears broken. Okay, not a problem. Just curious. I want to try it with a different. The Grey Cat Rock was what I was originally going to do, and just kind of run up on the top of it. Oh, I got it. I know what I'm doing. Yep, I can do it. Do that. They will be kind to me, and something will become apparent. Local storage here. Okay, I might be able to make this work. Oh, local storage is taking forever to. There we go. Yeah, there's a Ryzen helmet in white. C2. This is a long shot, but okay, we made it to the lower wing. Oh goodness, yes. Okay, the question is, okay, we can get it. Getting to the lower wing is the only trick. Nope, at the moment. Just did this. Nope, that's not the way. No. It's the way. And we're in. Love it. Let's go back to SMO 18. And beat our C2 friend. Yeah, we're definitely more forward. Somebody must have landed and bumped us forward. For some speed. Go ahead and plan our route this time. Since it appears we are on a race clock with that C2. and speed. Afterburners. Ship is way better in aero than it deserves to be. Same with the C1. Whatever Crusader's doing is magic. It's clean and open. Drop our gear. Something. Not happy. I missed it by a little bit, didn't I? Let's go ahead and hop back in the pilot seat for just a second. Oh, fine. It just wanted to glitch out. Correcting. No giant C2 bearing down on our head, right? Nope. Okay, good. Fantastic. $78. There was plenty of stock left, so hopefully I can make 2 quick trips. Although that C2 is on the prowl. Hopefully they have taken to doing what they're supposed to be doing with things like tungsten. What are you? You appear to be the guns of a different ship. Okay, interesting. Oh. Lift off. Gear up. Speed. Go ahead and pop new Babbage into the computer here. Some speed. This will be our third successful full gold run for the night. Making aUec hand over fist here. Easy flying, peaceful living of a C1. Hey, general chat getting a little weird, so we'll just go ahead and kill that. Send ship. Funny, looks like we're becoming more active on the ramp. The two buddies are still there. Okay. Go ahead and drop our gear. Working again. This time we'll make sure to back. Let's go get some gold sold. Blowing. Character throwing their hand up to block the wind. To the TDD. Possibly the most time-consuming parts of this are the parts where we're running to where we need to either buy or sell. 378 becomes 478. So yeah, we're making 100K per run. Let's go ahead and update that. Properties. It's easy enough to just change that to a 5. Okay. Well, theoretically, all we have to do is rinse and repeat 5 more times. And we're at our milli. And that'll be really good to see an 8-hour investment to make $1 million in game in the C1. You can make it faster with bigger, better, badder ships, but something that I class as kind of like a starter ship or your first upgrade. This has got to be one of our C2 buddies. Surface exit. Put ourselves over the railing there. Opens the ramp. That's what's supposed to happen. Sold that. Go back and see what's up. That's a little odd. It's RC1, that's for sure. Okay. Forget to actually sell. 400 should make. Okay, yeah, it definitely did forget to actually sell. That's on me. I'm an idiot sometimes. There was an error trying to sell that I didn't pay attention to because I was so excited to update numbers. The C1 bugs out. I have two other ships with cargo holds that we could limit to 64. Let's see. Did you bug out? Nope. Placing order. Transaction complete. Okay. That time we definitely sold it. Hopefully we just didn't let the C2 owner get ahead of us in the game. We'll know very shortly. Break those 6 minutes from the record. It's on me. Other people wouldn't be as stupid. See, that's what it's supposed to look like, an empty cargo hold. Do it. Engines on. Lift off. Ease up, throttle up. Gear up. Course and speed. Plot course. Facility, SMO 18. Some in there. Yep. Got to be one of the C2s. I lost out on the C2 race. Oh well. Yep. Unfortunate. Drop our gear. Okay. Yep, somebody is in there for sure. Let's see if we can't do some dastardly things to wrest the control of the bench from him. Interesting. Even more interesting. C1. We'll take our 63 SCU, 62. Call it a day. Three CSCU. That's awesome. Very lucky. Thinking he went exploring, waiting it out, and my favor. Close that. Back to New Babage. Won't quite be 100,000, but will definitely be 62. So we'll be like 10k shy. So that'll be 90,000. Engines on. Speed. Sweet. New Babage. And we're off. And speed. We gotta go the right way. Level out. Point down where we need to go. Use the last of our afterburners to get down there. One of our C2 buddies that was doing that with us. Maybe it was that same person. It'll be twice we kind of sniped the gold out from under him. Drop our gear. Looks pretty clear. Set her down, get in, get out, rinse and repeat. Run, run, run. Thank you, good sir, for holding the door as always. Makes my run just that much faster. Good. Gold 464,000. Count that as 90,000. So we'll go to 671. There we go. Oh, 671. We got rid of that 5. Yeah, thank you for noticing. Good. The concurrent watcher count is lying to me. Didn't know I had somebody paying attention. Oh, yeah, you do kind of get lied to by most of the other broadcasters, streamers, and content creators. There's a lot of time that's just sitting in your ship going somewhere. Or walking from point A to point B. I pressed the wrong button. But that's kind of what the point of this is. I picked a ship that I think is a good first upgrade. And want to see how long it takes to realistically earn $1 million in it doing its intended role, which is light cargo. Never had a chance to play it. It's one of my favorite games to play, actually. Yeah, the realism. Be a good star citizen and close the door. It is phenomenally well suited for this task. It is decent sized cargo hold. It is very fast as far as overall speed, but its maneuverability is something for a ship of this class is outstanding. Its pitch is great. We just went to 90, up to 90 degrees almost instantly. That gear. Doesn't hurt that she looks so good. lock course and speed, plot our way over to... Yes, that is a nice touch the developers put in. Most of the other ships don't have anything like that at all. It's a relatively new ship and new design that developers have done. Oh, where are you? SMO 18, there you are. Set route. Unlock course and speed. Nose over. For those players, yes, there's a lot to do in the just destroy. You can be full on pirate if you want to be, especially now that cargo is physicalized in the ship. You can basically soft death the ship, loot all the cargo off of it, put it on your ship, and go sell it. There's ship v ship combat, NPC or PvP or PvE, and there's also FPS, PvE, PvP. So you can... there's a quote from Jack Sparrow that I want to do. Otherwise, plunder my Weasley black guts out. That can be a path. I find myself particularly liking PvE ship v ship combat. It's a lot of fun doing some high risk targets where you're a heavy fighter versus frigates. Essentially, it's pretty good. Honestly, I haven't played it. I can't offer an opinion on it. What I've seen is it looks okay. The ship customization in it, as far as literally building ships, blows this game out of the water. All we can do is kind of outfit guns and whatnot. That's not to say that maybe eventually one day there won't be something, but this is Star Citizen. It's kind of a meme inside the community, right? It's soon.tm. Maybe eventually it'll happen. You're actually watching a person play an alpha stage of a game at the moment. And Bethesda's Star Citizen, Starfield is a complete game. It's done. Until they release a DLC. Down. One thing I can say definitively is the fact that it is a live, persistent universe. No cutscenes. You can take off on one planet, fly to another planet, and land all in real time in real world is amazing. These close. Thank you. All right, our C2 buddy is gone. We'll see if he left us any gold. Even activating airlocks, it's all in real time. Let's see. We are bang on for tonight. I love it. Our full hold, all 64 standard cargo units. C1 is a short run cargo hauler, and we are just proving its worth tonight. So what's kept you from pulling the trigger on playing Star Citizen? The fact that it's not a complete game yet, or is there something else holding you back? Engines on. Lift off. Nose up. Throttle up. Gear up. Burners, and then we'll plot our course. Course and speed. Jump into the nav map. Do New Babbage. Set that route. Yes, this would count as an MMORPG, but it's not like it's MMO light. There are lots of other people. In fact, there are doesn't tell me, but up to about 120 on each server. And in something the size of a solar system, 120 players is not a lot. But there's no skill progression chart. Nothing like any of the other games. The skill progression is you get better at playing the game. So there's no points to put into engineering or captaining or anything like that. If you want to try and learn to fly a new ship, you buy the ship and fly it. And a lot of skills are transferable in the sense of, like I said, it's you personally as a human being learning the skill to fly these things and the muscle memory to do things. So if I go buy another ship, unless it's a goofy, one-of-a-kind, one-off, like I'm going to give an example, the Guy Taxuyan, which does fly differently than any other ship, your skills are going to be transferable. There is a learning curve, as with most in any other game, but I feel that the curve is gentle, steep but gentle. Like the losses in the game are not insurmountable. When you die, you may lose what cargo you had in your ship, but you can claim your ship on insurance, get it back in 5 or so minutes, and go about your merry way doing what you were doing before. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that being an issue. You did make sense. Learning all the ins and outs of the game can take time. My definite suggestion is think of a role that you'd like to do, and this game will have people willing to teach you how to do that role. I'm doing light cargo running or just cargo running in general. It's kind of like a grind, rinse, and repeat thing, and it's very simple. You just have to learn where to buy and where to sell, and that's it. There are even tools out there, online websites that can, you can tell it what ship you have, how much cash you have on hand, and then it'll tell you where to go, what to buy, and where to sell it. And for some ships, it gets down to once you get a full hull, like you can have enough cash to buy a full hold of something, you just rinse and repeat that because it's the highest value commodity for size. For this C1, it's gold. For my C2, the bigger brother of that ship, which carries 10 times as much, it's a component, it's recycled materials, essentially. It's just economy of scale. That's the cargo aspect. They also have ship salvaging operations. That's a game loop you can do. Refueling is a game loop that you could theoretically do. It's not big and active at the moment, but it does exist inside the game. All right, so there's our 478, 900. Except we're going to add our 100,000, so we just change this number to a 771. Okay. On back to our ship and rinse and repeat. What sort of games do you play right now, Mayus? Okay. Later this year, early next year, they're releasing the campaign mode of this game called Squadron 42 online games too. Okay. Yeah, good choices there. Cyberpunk is fantastic. Love it. I don't know. I haven't played Hellblade. I'll have to Google that real quick. Maybe I'll do that during the last 3,000 meters of this ascent. Up, gear up, throttle up. We'll lock course and speed. We'll set our destination. SMO 18, that route. Okay, so that's done. I'm going to check up what Hellblade is. Let's see if I've... Oh, I've never seen this. It's beautiful, though. Norse, Viking, Celtic inspired. Okay. Yeah, between this, a little bit of Gary's Mod Prop Hunt, and now Helldivers that my buddy got me into, this is pretty much all I play at the moment. Busy life and really no extra time to play anything else. So I love the space sim, and Like I said, my buddy got me into Helldivers, so we play once or twice a week. These combat assistance requests coming in. $942. This will probably be. We'll do this run. Oh, I'm just gonna do it until I get the million. If it keeps working with me as far as the availability of the gold, I'm so close to hitting that million and being completing this run through. Normally I ended at about 10 o'clock each night, but this has been highly successful tonight, and it's one of those things like make hay while the sun is shining. All right, looks like we got. Nope, there are no headlights on down there. Okay. Dropping gear. All of these combat assist requests that keep popping up, those are PvE ship v ship combat. Those are a lot of fun. Like I said, those are my favorite, one of my favorite things to do. Butter. I'm really getting the hang of the C1 though. It flies so good. Its bigger brother flies really well too, but tends to boop the chin when you land. It wants to rock forward. Double check. Yep, we got the flashing lights. Butter. Yep. Another small passion of mine is not playing, but watching people play Microsoft Flight Simulator. Oh, because people can jump on board your ship, and ooh, we're out of gold, so it's story time. So in Star Citizen, there exist areas called armistice zones. We're in one right now. It is hallmarked by this no bullets symbol up here. Inside armistice zones, you cannot shoot a gun, can't do a lot of things. But what you can do is if the ship is open, you can, sorry, you also can't open doors or elevators for other people's ships. Anywhere, but you can shoot them open, but in an armistice, you can't shoot. But people like to sit on ships and hide and ambush you while you're flying, and you fly out of comms range, which is this satellite symbol here. Because if you kill somebody outside of comms range, it doesn't count against you in the court of law. Court of public opinion is it still a bad thing, but okay, we're going to sit and wait on the gold. Yes, someone can steal your ship, but it's not the end of the game. It's not terrible. It's not a total loss sort of thing. You can just claim it via insurance and get it back. Every ship currently in the game has infinite amount of insurance, unlimited insurance. When you buy a game package, your ship will come with either 6 months of insurance, and then when the game goes live, you'll be able to buy insurance for your ships. The reason I'm saying this is you just start a claim, and then in between 2 minutes to 32 minutes for some of the bigger ships, you just get a brand new one. Oh yeah, no, you can definitely hide on board somebody's ship, totally jack it from them. You can, they leave the ramp open, you walk on it. One of my favorite things to do, in fact, if some of the other videos, not very many. Most people close their ramp. They know to do that. But if I find an open ramp, I go out of my way. I get on the ship, I take off, I turn it upside down, and I land it upside down. Then I get off. So, yes, a good Star Citizen player will close the ramp every time. This also makes certain actions, like there's nothing stopping from somebody from waiting for me to open my ramp and run right on board while I'm trying to get off of it, or accompany me on board. There are a couple content creators that have made what they call Zero to Hero series, where they start out with nothing but a jumpsuit and then try and get on board somebody's ship and then take them out while they're piloting away, and then use that ship for profit. It is a game loop. Basically, you can make this game. Oh, we got gold again. Let's see one spirit. Sorry, I have the attention span of a gnat. That. Engines on. The other thing is, whenever you land, you turn your engines off. Another good Star Citizen tactic, always do sort of thing. The each planet, every moon, they all have an atmosphere. They have winds, and if you leave your engines on, you'll find yourself or find your ship just kind of takes to the air by itself. So that's why I shut my engines off each time. That prevents that from happening. And speed, we're not being bugged for time. I haven't seen the C2 boy in a while. All right, should turn to blue, nose over. Looking for the home plate. There we go, new babage. Sun has risen over New Babbage. Currently, no. in development, in plans, yes. Currently, we're limited to one star system, the Stanton system. And they have another star system waiting in the test realm right now. It's called Pyro. And they have two others, which are Terra and Magnus. Those will be dropping in the future. I mean, Star Citizen is trademarked with soon.tm or soon trademark TM. Drop our gear. So there are jump points to those. We can the points actually already exist here. We can go to them. They just don't do anything yet. Ask all the questions you want. I am here for that. To be a repository of the information that I have learned in playing, and just, letting people vicariously live through my mediocre cargo runs. Of course. Be one spirit. Sell that gold. Accept. Oh, I'm an idiot. That should say 8, not 1. There we go. $130,000 away from our million gold goal. Yay, profit indeed. Running cargo is one of the more profitable things you can do in the game. With the bigger brother of this ship, the C2, I'm capable of doing 1.3 million per run. And a run takes just as long, takes about 15-20 minutes. So you can make, 3 to 4 million in an hour. Surface exit. There are a lot of highly profitable game loops, and for the low risk of just the money that you put into each cargo run, because obviously I'm fronting all the credits for it, and then I get a payoff. There are other things you could do, like salvage. Salvage is pretty good. You don't take a lot of risk other than just the time investment. Start doing combat missions like those, the combat assistance missions. Some of those can net 220,000 per mission. Let's see. Okay, yes. We can explain. In order to play the game, you need to have something with a game package. So that's buying a starter ship. They can be had for as low as like $40 when they're on sale. And then anything else and everything else, with currently only one exception, can be bought in-game with in-game currency. So you do not need to spend real-world money to buy anything other than the general game itself. And at the end of the day, you'll always have that one ship that you bought. Currently in its alpha, they may wipe everything you have, but you will always have what you bought with real-world money. And eventually, when it becomes a real game, they won't be wiping anything, and anything you buy with in-game currency, you'll keep forever just the same as if it was real-world money. Currently, I've invested in 2 ships, 1 game package and 1 standalone ship. The C1 that we're flying right now is one of the ships that I bought with real-world money. Okay, nose over. We haven't pre-plotted this course, so we'll be looking for the pair of twins. It's this pair of twins. There's SMO 18. And then I have another one known as the Mercury Star Runner. It's the Millennium Falcon of Star Citizen. It's asymmetrical. It has a cockpit slanted to one side. It has smuggling compartments in it. Yes, they're functional in game. There are cops that will check you. If you enter a system, you may get randomly targeted, and if you're running any illicit cargo, they'll throw you in prison. Prison is its own game loop inside this game. There is a crime and punishment system in the game, and you can go to prison for a couple hours and either break out of prison, or pay your punishment with hand mining. Also a game loop, you can mine rocks with a hand laser, with a vehicle-mounted laser, and then you can mine asteroids with a ship. More game loops. Let's see. Hope I answered your aUec question. Basically, anything in the game, even stuff you purchase on the website, you can get with aUec. When it goes live, it won't be aUec, it'll just be UEC. But you will, anything and everything. The only exception to that currently is a particular version of the F8 heavy fighter that is only available to concierge players, and it's not actually in the game at the moment. And it was really only available to one concierge player. Concierge, a system that I should explain. If you spend more, 1,000 or more real world money for the game, you gain a concierge level, and you get a special top hat and monocle. Oh, I didn't turn off the engines. I'm about to. Come on, turn back around. Let me sit back in that seat. And then you get special perks and privileges based upon that. Turn the engines off. Okay. last but not least, this is the world's most successful Kickstarter. It's got something like over 500 million raised on Kickstarter, or 500 million funds raised. But is also, not gonna lie, it is almost a pyramid scheme. Up at the top there, you'll see my referral code. If you buy in, you get 5,000 UEC, and I get another rank on the ladder. Currently, nobody has used my referral code, so, and I'm not suggesting you do. I'm just saying it kind of is a pyramid scheme. Thought I pressed the button. There we go. Gold. It's still there. It's a good night. We'll do this run because that'll put us about 30k away. And then we'll finish out the night doing an FPS bunker. Show you something other than a mindless loop of just buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell. Lift up, nose up, throttle up, gear up. Quantum travel. Quantum travel engaged. The game is beautiful, and this planet is essentially Hoth. If you're a Star Wars fan, you'll get that reference. It's a frozen planet. It's a failed terraforming event where it just stayed too cold. There are some more temperate zones on it where there's grass and trees and whatnot. Hopefully with the bunker we go to, you'll be able to see that. I have zero control over that, which bunker gets assigned to us. But there are about 24 bunkers across the surface. Bunker is the term for a warehouse and distribution area. It's kind of like a dungeon. It's got a sub level that you go down to and kill NPCs. Oh, that sun. So bright. There are. Yep. I don't purport to be an expert. And yeah, that was a much harder landing. That's why I didn't call it butter. Definitely much more curd than butter. Okay. Walking into the wind, a little stiff at the moment. Clear the visor again. Go. I've had this ship for 5 days now, and I've got a lot more time in a couple of the other ships, and it really shows when I land those. They're fantastic, but all the landings they're completely manual. It's just me flying with a keyboard and mouse. I haven't invested in a joystick yet, but that's coming. C1 and the final sail of the night. Tell, confirm. Oops. Change that to 9. Okay. And now all we have to do is one single bunker mission. Contracts. Down here to mercenaries. Minor threats. That'll get us 3,500, which will put us over the top. So in this, we'll be fighting 3 waves of hostiles at a data center, 2UBRB95 on Microtech. So there will be NPC guards there as well. We can't shoot any of them. We have to shoot the bad guys. Not much else to it than that. Oh, yep, while I'm here, I'm going to pick up some more ammo for the gun that I'm rocking. That looks good. And let's go to weapons and let's outfit that gun just a little bit. Let's put a sight on it and a suppressor on it. Okay. We are ready to rock and roll. Planetary surface exit. Gives us a chevron of where to go to so we can know when we're there. Well, the AC system here caused condensation. Eat. That little hiccup was the wind buffeting us. Open sesame. Blinking lights. See that sun. Yeah, they have taken a lot of the sympathetic movement away from actually walking. I think that overall their first person material is kind of the weakest that they have. There's ship shake when you're in afterburner mode. Uh, Everything else has good sympathetic movement, but walking and running doesn't. Oh, yeah, no. The NPCs are mindless automatons inside the city. They don't move. They don't do anything. They mostly stand on chairs and tables. Um, it's comically bad. There's no interaction with NPCs currently in the game. That is final touches sort of thing that they're waiting to put on. You'll occasionally see them move around and about. You'll actually see a lot more here in the bunker with the guards, though, again, comically bad. This game is nothing but amazing views. It's beautiful almost every way you look at it. Drop our gear. Unfortunately, we're coming into an icy spot. There's no green grass or anything like that. I know where one exists, so after we're done here, we'll just pop over there. And the only downside to it is that it's brand spanking new and not optimized, so it trashes my FPS. Optimized is a loose term because almost nothing else in the game is even remotely optimized, so 65, 70 FPS right now, 45 in cities. When we get into the bunker, it'll be about 110. Closing. Okay, good. All my systems. Yep. Yep. I'm running a 4070 Ti. The full specs are in the description of the video. But the game isn't optimized, so you'll see, 1% lows drop to 12 FPS in bad areas. The next patch is supposed to release a whole bunch of optimizations. No, you no need to apologize, man. You're a guest here, and I am enjoying your company. All right, so all of our friendly NPCs have this triangle above their heads. We're waiting 33 seconds or so before the first wave of enemy NPCs show up, and I am just familiarizing myself with the layout, and I'm specifically looking for low rectangular boxes, or if we find one, specific color, red. Those have fun lootable items. There are 3 types of lootable boxes. Let's see, there's no door there, so this is a good place to start from. All right, first wave just should start spawning in. Down. That's very unusual for a door to open a second time. 2 down. 2 more down. We're just going to stay open. Okay. Down. Last few. They're on the upper level. Let's see where they're at. This NPC walking backwards, very annoying. Took some damage there. Med pin up. Hey, there's a green box. Loot. Those, okay. Now we gotta wait for the next wave. The other annoying thing is the I'm going to conserve ammo. You do tactical reloads, which means that you'll save the mag in your inventory. And I like to just expend them out entirely. Okay. 1. Take you out manually. I said take you out manually. The game is mad at me. I didn't mean to loot you. I want your weapon. No. See how my mouse is nowhere near? Thank you. You there. You have the ammo that I want. This guy just walking endlessly into a box. Yes, he was. All right. Next wave in 51 seconds. One thing to note about this final wave, it will stop at 1. There's supposed to be an NPC boss, and they don't spawn currently. They broke that. I did not mean to reload their game. Also, I'm very upset at you, game. There are no red boxes. Seriously? Red boxes hold armor and guns and flare items, nice, neat little things to have, those sorts of things. And there's not a single red box in here. Normally there's 1 or 2 per bunker at this level. All right. So we're good down to 1 of 8 remaining. And it will just hang there forever. So we'll hop back in the ship and take off. And once we get about 3,000 meters away, it'll count the mission as being done. Nothing out that door. Really? Okay. I don't trust you, but... Okay, you just got domed several times. There you go. See you. It's one of the reasons why I run the suppressor. It freaks out the NPC detection physics currently. So you can really hammer them pretty hard before they even turn at you. Thank you. You've got ammo for me. Okay, thank you for your service. Let's go find the rest of these guys. He's right, look, he's right there, right. See, I took care of him, don't worry. Hi. 2 remaining, we just got to find them. Well, 1 remaining. 1 remaining. At this level. That's it. All right. Flat rectangular red boxes. I'm still mad at you. We'll check for pop-ins. No, that's a blue box. Nope, no red boxes. All right. To the surface. Spins it up. Dodge. Go take a look at a prettier location real quick. And up, throttle up, and as soon as we get to about 3,000, 4,000 meters, it will tell us that the mission is completed. 3,000, 3,000, boom, objective complete. Defend site. Then it'll tell me objective complete, go to the data center, and defend location against minor threats. Tell me the 35, there we go. Award 43,000 aUec, so that's the bonus for killing all the NPCs in there. 500 per. So 43, so we go to properties. Plan. Here we go. Just like that, we have we have hit our million. Man, that feels good. C2 can do it in just about 8 hours. That's not too shabby. Now we're looking for Dunborough. Or Astor's clearing one of the two. Where are you, Deltana? There's a 3-pack of these markers. There they are. Nope, it's not those. No, we'll just take the easy route. We'll use the flight map. Hey, Ian. Yep, we hit 1 million. We got real lucky with our gold trades tonight, basically never having to wait for a full hold, except for like 1 or 2 minor 5-minute waits. And we're making 100K per run with a full hold. So, yeah, we went from 308,000 to 1 million. Yeah, we made 700,000 tonight in just over 2 hours. 2.5 hours. That's darn good. And assuming you have the starting capital and can just run gold continuously, I could see you getting it done, you know, in 4 hours. Now we're just going to drop in on Dunborough just for the visuals It's a nice green, grassy, it's got a bunch of flowers even. Beautiful looking area in the game. It's a crashed reclaimer, which is one of the largest ships currently in the game. And a scrap community has built up around it. Little red dot way off in the distance there, that's it. It's the guiding beacon from one of its towers. Bit of weather coming in. Drop the gear. Forewarning, we will see some frame drop here. Side. And that was flying it in third person. It's actually really tricky to fly in third person and butter a landing, in my opinion. All right. A rock. Currently, I am the the C1 was just to see how long it would take. Basically, a new player playing only new missions, things available to them, and doing intended runs, intended cargo runs. How long would it take a player to take that ship to 1,000,000? And it takes, roughly 8 hours or so. What I'm going to do with the cash, we're currently saving up to buy a reclaimer. So about 15.7 million, I think, is what it cost. And we're at 13.7, so we just got to do 2 million more. That's nothing. You've seen that happen before. And then we're going to do a game loop I've never done myself, which is ship munching with a new reclaimer claw. Munch, 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 munch. Never really much explored this area in the daytime. I certainly will. I stream all my play, well, most of my play. Um, there are other things I do off camera where I'm testing ideas and whatnot to see if I can pull them off on stream. Nothing worse than having a goal like, oh, I don't know, dropping 100 PTVs out of my C2 onto New Babbage, only to realize there's some game mechanic that's in the way. So, yeah, I've been able to stream almost every day for the past month. So and like I said, I'll stream 5 out of 7 days this week for sure. And open fire. You're just hanging out for something. There's 2 of you. Somebody's inside of you, bud. But yeah, so 2 million more aUec would be 1.5 runs in the C2, the bigger brother of the C1. would be 2 runs in the Anvil Carrack, which is kind of like my main ship at the moment. It's quite a few runs in the MSR or the Connie Taurus. Let's see how much we make off of this. So we're going to fill the hole. This is the commodity I would use, RMC. So we'll just go ahead and fill the C1, and we'll see how much we get from it. So it cost me 702,000 to fill that hold with RMC. RMC stands for recycled material components. Basically, it's what salvage is. Yeah, I've done salvaging, what I equate to being a power wash simulator. I've done salvaging on hand tools and with the Vulture, and play tested it with a reclaimer. To me, that was kind of okay, but I have not done ship munching, which is something that got released either the last patch or the patch before last, and I want to try it. It's actually how a lot of people are gaining a lot of aUec right now. Thanks, man. Have a great evening. Have a great day. Normally I finish streams by now, but I was pushed mentally and internally to finish out the million, and now I just want to see how much the C1 makes off of RMC. We're going to end at New Babbage anyway, so let's go ahead and do it. Say that I'm continually impressed by this C1. It's such a good little ship. It flies well. It holds enough to be useful. It's got decent guns. I could take out moderate combat threats with it. Where is that home plate? Seeing it. Almost done. 360. It's be below me somewhere. There it is. New Babbage. Oh, just saw that you sub. Thank you for subbing. Totally appreciate it. I think that makes you officially number 200. Woohoo! 200 people. Granted, a lot of them are for my other content, but I'm not going to complain. We're at 200. Help them algorithms. Go to the Imbus here, land, pull out the 85X, and then we'll just tram it over. We'll not abandon a ship on the so good. Drop our gear. There are 6 bays that we can technically land on and want to pick a number, see which one we get. Take bets on it. Oh, I know what the number is now. It's number 1. All right, let's hot-foot it over to the trade and development division, figure out how much these two things are worth. Character running slowly. Much better. $702 becomes. Can't wait to find out. Guy in a hospital gown. Dude, put on a flight suit. Oop. I'm going to the comments. Oh, just to the right. 18 seconds on that tram. Okay. 4. Okay, yeah. When we're in the C1 or any of the light fighter craft or anything like that, and coming into New Babbage, we can play a game where we can guess what landing pad we get before we know which landing pad we have. There's a 1 in 6 chance, so you can. Jaunty run. This place is huge. You are 100% correct. And yeah, in reality, y'all haven't even seen the other half of it, or even the other 2/3 of it, because it's only ever me just running to this one particular room. There's a whole nightclub that's as big as the part that you have seen. All right, 867. Ah, that's not bad. That's 160 per hold. Assuming that you have the money. Yeah, so as soon as you can get a full hold of that, just start selling it. We could have been done slightly faster. And a half times. Okay, so now we're at 13.9. Okay. Let's run over to the nightclub real quick. I mean, this is a loop, so there are 4 wings. This is one of the wings. There's one off that way, one off that way. There's an Apple store here. You come down here, there's an Apple store where you can buy things and stuff. Reverie AR lenses. And then there's a lower level to this. It's kind of like the brainwashing center. Hollow tables, hollow spheres, diagnostic carts. All of these things will do something one day in the game. They're just eye candy at the moment. I am blocking an active flight bay. What? No, I'm not. Oh, I know what happened. I didn't store the C1, so somebody's trying to land there. Okay. So y'all see me run past the rock wall to this elevator quite a bit. Both these elevators, they go to the same place. But then, if you continue, you get to go past this tunnel. To the promenade. Reach further every day. And you come into this, clothing stores, more whammers. There's a fully stocked bar. Little lounge space called the Oasis. Ice sculpture. The Cove. So there's so much to this. Yeah, it's pretty insane. Can't actually go in here yet, but you want to buy that hat, that jacket, you can in there. All right. I think that does it for me for tonight. Let's find a good seat. There it is. Thanks for joining me. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you all had a good time. I like our new guest, Mr. Mayes over there. Thank him for his time and his companionship. Tomorrow night we will not be streaming. I'll be playing my tabletop game, so we'll be back on Tuesday. And then we'll be a little bit of light aUec grind and then buying a reclaimer most likely. Other than that, good night. I'll see y'all in the verse, guys.